Batting cleanup, a couple guys from the Midwest. The Stretch. A show giving you Major League Baseball coverage for Jock Journal Radio all year long.
Hey guys, we're having some technical difficulties. I'm having a hard time getting Caleb and Tim on. This is our first show. I'm still hearing myself, so let's see if I can fix this really quick for everybody. Just a second. Okay, I think I got it now. Go ahead, guys. Let's see.
Hello, guys, and welcome to the inaugural edition of The Stretch, presented by Jock Journal Radio. I am Caleb, and welcome to my co-host, Tim. How you doing, Tim?
Oh, I'm not doing too bad. How about yourself, Caleb?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Why don't you tell us about yourself? It's our first show.
All right, just a normal Midwest guy from Blue Springs, right outside the Kansas City area. I am a... All right, so I'm a software and web developer. I am now the co-host of a baseball show, and I am a newly ordained Dudist priest.
Wait. What does that even mean?
What, a Dudist priest?
Yeah, a Dudist priest.
Well, it's a kind of newer religion based off the show The Big Lebowski. Jeff Bridges, the dude. And, I probably won't ever marry you, but I could. And that's all you need to know.
Well, I'm getting married. So if you were to marry me, what exactly would you wear?
Oh, probably the stereotypical boxers underneath a robe and a wife beater. Or just a dirty white tee.
Okay, so how does if anybody any of our listeners are listening, how would you acquire a Dudist priest license? Would you even call it a license?
Yeah, I got a certificate is more so what I would call it.
So is there a testing? Is there a testing for that? That would
Nope. You just go to dudism.com and sign up.
Does it cost anything?
Nope. It's quite simple. It's about the dude.
So it really doesn't mean anything except that you. Let me ask you this: would you put this on a resume?
Probably not. No.
Well, we're both Royals fans. There's kind of a disclaimer on the show. We're from the Midwest, from Kansas City. We're gonna try our hardest not to be biased for you guys. This is an MLB show, not just the Royals show. Even though we will have a show every Friday night, which is going to be called the Kansas City Friday Rye-Day, which we will drink whiskey every 15 minutes and talk about all Kansas City sports, not just baseball. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself. Once again, my name is Caleb. I'm a retail store manager. I have 4 kids. I have a beautiful fiance. I grew up playing baseball, coaching, and my family was baseball players. My mom was a softball player. My dad was a baseball player growing up, and it put me to a place where I became a Royals fan. In very, very many years, and when I say very many, I mean a lot of years of disappointment and sadness. But all you need, and I've decided this, all you need to watch the Royals baseball pre this year and last year is a good amount of beer and a couple good friends with you. Don't you agree with me, Tim?
Yeah, and about $5 to get into a game. But I think those days are over.
If you've never been to the K, if you ever come to Kansas City, you come to a Royals game, what you do is, I'll let you in on a little secret. What you do is you buy the cheapest ticket possible. It don't matter if you go to a second seller website or straight to Royals.com. You go there and you buy the cheapest ticket you possibly can, and you go and sit where, Tim?
Oh, probably nowhere. Just stand in the outfield.
You go to the party deck, damn it, Tim. You go to the party deck. You know why you go to the party deck? It's because they have beer and they have liquor, and that is where you go. If you want to call into the show, you go ahead and do it. It's 405-562-5463. We also can get a hold of us if you'd like to at radio@jockjournal.com. We also have a text line at 77948. 77948. So whenever we get back, we're going to talk about who we think is going to be winning the pennant this year. Who's going to take the whole thing? And I'll tell you this, saddens me to say, it's not going to be Royals. We'll be right back with the stretch.
It's time for the 7th inning stretch. So stand up, sing along, and listen to our sponsors.
Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Also on the web at carsforkids.com. That's Cars with a K. We're a recognized 501c3 charity organization, so you'll receive a maximum tax deduction. What's more, you'll receive a free vacation voucher of 3 days and 2 nights.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Are you looking for the web's best sports news? Visit
Are we supposed to have everything?
Oh, is that what's
Sports media
happening?
has lost its touch. It seems that journalists are scared to report what they see in fear of losing access to the teams they cover. At jockjournal.com, you get inside information on the entire NFL community without all the politics or fears other writers have. That's jockjournal.com. When you need the NFL sports news, information, opinions, fantasy football, or discussions, there is only one place to go, and it's jockjournal.com.
How would you love to generate a great income from the comfort of your home? Well, now you can. This amazing money-making home-based business is designed to give you time and freedom. Would your life change if you made $10,000 within 21 days and $20,000 plus every month thereafter? Sounds amazing, right? Anyone can do it, even you. Call 800-704-8681 and let their expert staff tell you all about this brand new business opportunity. Why wait? You have nothing to lose. We have the tools, training, resources, and community to help anyone get on the fast track to success. Call 800-704-8681. That's 800-704-8681. It's the easiest, most powerful home-based money-making system on the web. Call today and change your life.
You are listening to Jock Journal Radio. News, opinion, and discussion for all you Jock stars.
Support for this show comes from Material. Material is a simple and intuitive e-commerce platform that lets you get your online store started without paying a dime. That's right. No ads, no setup costs, no transaction fees. Experience a fresh and easy new way to sell online by signing up at material.com today.
Okay, we're back. I had to surf porn and post my pics on an adult website.
And the closer comes out from the pen. Time to close out the stretch.
Welcome back to the stretch. So before we get into who we think is going to win it all, I'd like to tell you a little story. So Tim and I were outside just now, about 20 minutes ago, I'd say, right, Tim?
Yeah, right about.
And Tim looks up and he sees a bird's nest, and he thought there was a dead bird, and he made the joke of a dead cardinal. You know, we're not Cardinals fans, of course. And so he kicks the underneath the
Support
porch.
beam.
Yeah, the support. There you go, Tim. The support beam, and let's just say I thought I was going to die at one point. The bird about attacked us. Not really me. I'd say more Tim. So the point I'm trying to make with this is, I think it knew that we were not Cardinals fans. Wouldn't you say?
I'd say so. It saw it in my eyes when it came out of the nest. It maybe saw the blue on your shirt, kind of ticked it off.
Oh,
but anyway,
yeah, that's another thing. I am wearing my royal blue right now. You're not, Tim.
well, didn't want the bias to bleed through into my skin.
So who? Before I get into who I think is going to win the World Series this year, who do you think is really going to win the World Series? I know who you want to win the World Series.
You know who I want, but I think this is the year the curse gets broken, man. I gotta go with the Cubs. There's so much young talent on that team, and now they've got the experience. They've got the playoff experience as well. We saw that happen with the 2014 Royals, bunch of young guys, nobody had been to the playoffs. They get in there, they get some good experience, somehow made a crazy run. That's not going to happen every time. But they used that experience this past season. And I got a feeling that's what the Cubs are going to do, man.
And you're right, Tim. They have a very, very young team, and they add players that aren't just – they add a player that's not just young, but now very well paid. They just this offseason, they assigned Jason Hayward to an 8-year, $184 million deal. Do you think that's too much?
Well, it's just a little bit less than I get paid.
Very little amount. We are. That's another disclaimer. We are loaded rich, just completely Jason Hayward loaded rich.
Yeah. So no, seriously though. I don't know. At his age,
26,
the way he plays and his all-around game. You can stick him just about anywhere in the lineup. I definitely have him in the top 1, 2, probably 2.
He's going to be 2. He'll be 2.
Okay, so, and you got him locked up for well through the peak of his career.
Yeah.
Right?
This hurts me to say, and here's why. Alex Gordon, one of the best defensive players, not only in the outfield, but on a baseball field in general. But Jason Hayward, since 2014, he has the most defensive runs saved in the league with 54. And listen to this, Tim. This is a great stat. Since 2010, he's had 119 defensive run saves, which is leading the league. Now, who's second? Obviously, it's Gordo. It's Alex Gordon.
Yeah. And of course, he was hurt.
Oh my God. You can't. Jason Hayward's a hell of a player.
He is. He's a model of consistency.
But the whole thing about Jason Hayward is this, and we talked about this the other day. Not even on the radio, but the thing about it is they didn't pay him that money because he has a good bat. Now, don't get me wrong, he has a good bat.
Oh yeah. You talk about a guy that went 281 last year, still knocked out 13, and drove in a solid and very respectable 66 RBIs. I'll take that any day.
It's acceptable, I guess.
Yeah.
But
there's not a team out there when you combine that with his glove that isn't going to want that kind of production.
The glove is where they paid the money for.
It's true.
And that's why the Royals are trying to get Alex Gordon back, not because of his bat. Now, he does come through on the clutch times. You saw in Game 1 of the World Series, the bottom of the ninth, home run.
Oh, yeah.
I maybe peed myself a little bit whenever I was in the stands. I wasn't that game. So actually, so are you.
Hey, at least you're willing to admit to it.
I saw your pants. They were a little peed.
We're going to say that was beer. Okay? That was some spilled beer.
No, it was definitely not beer because the aroma actually got you kicked out of the stadium.
All right, so anyway.
But, and the same thing with Jason Hayward. He has a good bat. He's not one of those guys.
He pee himself? That's not where you're going with that?
No, he did not pee himself.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not going to say that. I don't want to get in trouble on the air. But, no, he is not one of those guys that's going to be just knocking home runs over the fence over and over and over again. Now he does have his home run days.
Yeah.
He does hit runners in, and it's known when people are in scoring position, he hits them in. But where his money is paid,